Toasties. This is your favorite paranormal podcast, Ghosted, Roasted, and Toasted. I'm Ash.
I'm Elena.
And I'm Annabelle.
Where we explore, investigate, and discuss all of our ghosted adventures
while sharing our specially designed cocktail for the night.
Come laugh and drink along with us in our misadventures.
And feel free to roast us along the way.
I'm Annabelle. I'm the one who got us into this shit.
I'm Ash. I never wanted to do this shit in the first place.
And I'm Elena. I love this shit. Just a quick disclaimer, we are a rated R podcast. If you're uncomfortable with cursing, sexual content, and a dark sense of humor, now is your time to back out. If you are cool with that, then let's jump into today's episode.
I was freaking dying laughing. I literally couldn't breathe. I called her, I FaceTimed her, and she
Why did
I couldn't fucking breathe. I was dying.
my mom that whole video was so fake? And I was like, no, it wasn't. She's like, yeah, you staged the whole thing. I was like, what?
You're not very creative if you fake a DoorDash.
I had to explain to her that the radios pick up other frequencies. So like if a neighbor has, like a walkie-talkie or something, right? It could come through and it might be staticky or whatever. I think that was the only thing that fucking calmed her down.
She
It was
had this
hysterical.
big ass. He didn't finish it. He said it was boring. But
She grabs a big ass fucking knife, like
massive fucking knife.
throw at the door with the cookies or whatever it
didn't
was.
speak a lick of English.
Yeah, he didn't speak any English at all. I just scared the fuck out of him with his trying.
He doesn't speak English. He's clearly Mexican, and she ends it with chow.
Yeah, I know. I was like, was he Italian?
Ow.
Why do you keep breaking?
You keep breaking up.
M?
Hold on. Let me sit down. Stop moving.
Yes, please.
Plug in I'm trying to pack for Puerto Rico. I've got all my clothes out.
Did you know she was going to Puerto Rico?
No. When did this happen?
Like a month ago.
Oh, is this the cruise?
No.
Who are you going to
This
Puerto
is
Rico
the
with?
This is the all expense paid work trip. Girl, I'm hiking the rainforest. I'm staying in all these 5-star hotels.
You know that bitch ain't hiking
She's off
nowhere.
the podcast.
Come on.
Bye.
Bye.
You really hung up on her?
She's probably like, thank God. Thank
That's
God.
fucked up.
Are back.
That was funny. I'm done with your shit.
You fucking asshole.
That was
I thought
funny.
I was going to hike the rainforest. I hope you get eaten by a
I'm like,
fucking tiger.
that bitch ain't hiking nowhere. Come on.
Hope it turns out like the first Jumanji.
Oh. Shut up. I am not cheesy, because it ain't easy. Being cheesy.
So you're awkward. You're cheesy.
Oh, what's it Ashley?
Ashley thinks she's the actually funny
Sheltered?
one.
Yeah, okay, so we got awkward, cheesy, and sheltered.
No, Ashley is, what did we say? We established this a long time ago. That Ashley is not spoiled,
It's privilege.
privileged. Yeah, like Elena.
What's he laughing about?
Every time you start talking, I start talking, and then you're muted again. It keeps happening.
I was going to say, let me get my laptop out, but it's signed into all my work shit, so it won't work.
I think it's just the way these platforms are designed, so you can't speak over each other anymore. We're just going to be cognizant of it. Really, Josh, we're just here to get Josh's ghost story, though. So,
Which one?
whatever one, all of them. I don't care.
Yeah,
I like
one.
all of them. They're all
You're
good.
all leaving. We'll talk about ghost stories and then everyone's leaving. I should say here by myself.
I'm gonna join it because you don't have anything. You can just add
Sure as
comedic
hell do
relief.
not. I don't. It's scary.
You confused me. Do you see why I get confused? I get confused. Like, I want you to leave, but I don't want to stay here for scary shit.
I just thought about that. We're going to tell ghost stories and then everyone's leaving.
The three of us.
Yep, we're totally going to be like, hey, yo, tell us your scariest story. And then, hey, have a fun fucking night by yourself, bitch.
Yeah. Peace out. Let's play a game. Who's gonna do the intro? Ooh, we should totally do like a dating game show night where we
should
ask
totally
all
not.
these stupid questions. No, like where we ask the questions like, if I was a play in a football game, what play would I be?
A reverse.
A reverse? I don't get it.
Oh God.
It's complicated.
It's okay, Elena. And this is why she's winning in her football league.
No, I'm not. I'm losing. I lost towards. No, did I beat you last time?
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. I had a comeback.
You had a comeback.
It was like, what, 1 point something?
So was that
It was like 11.
on your tight
Yeah.
end or the wide receiver?
It was a tight end.
Oh!
He's being literal. You're being gross.
That's why it's funny.
I get it.
I picked
We
it.
get
I
it.
picked it up.
It's funny. We get it. Okay, guys. Hey, Toasties. Welcome to the episode where we are going to get into your ghost stories and let you tell us some of the stories. We have a guest with us today. His name is Josh. Can you say hi, Josh?
Hi, Josh.
We love him. He's actually pretty funny. We just try not to tell him too much because it gives him a big head. But go
He
ahead.
is a local comedian here in Pocatello, but he says he's going to retire it.
No, don't retire. You're fucking hysterical. I get your
Fun
jokes.
computer voice.
Thanks.
Yeah, she just elevates it to a whole other level. It's like sometimes I'm like, whoa, tone it down, Chuck E. Cheese.
Fuck you. Anyway, so today we're gonna discuss your ghost stories.
So Josh is interesting. Josh likes paranormal and absolutely hates paranormal. You want to explain that a little bit?
It's interesting and it's terrifying.
We agree with you. Actually, we definitely agree with you.
100%.
And it's attracted to me.
Oh.
Which is a total waste because I will run away. Every time.
Wait. Scary is attracted to you. Creepy is attracted to you. Crazy is
Awkward.
attracted to you. Awkward is attracted, or
Shots
the paranormal,
fired. Shit.
or the paranormal is attracted to you.
Paranormal.
Oh.
Awkward is
So
attracted.
tell me your first experience that you can remember
My
with
first
paranormal.
one?
Yes.
I don't remember my first one.
Oh, you don't remember your first one?
I don't know which one's first.
Oh, okay. So which one sticks out in your head the most?
I'll tell you one because I have a picture I can show. I can send it to you so you can post it.
Sweet. Yeah, we'll post that on our Facebook, guys. And our Facebook is, Elena?
Oh, fuck. It is Ghosted, Roasted, and Toasted Podcast Group.
Ding, ding, ding. There you
There
go.
you
Very
Yeah,
good.
We have too many platforms.
So, yes, you have a picture.
I do. I'll show you the picture and then I'll tell you about it.
Sweet.
How recent is this story?
It's fucking scary. This picture's so scary.
So that's the picture.
Okay. So it looks like,
Don't say what it is yet. Let him
Okay.
explain.
all right, yeah, go ahead.
So what happened is we were living in a trailer. It was pretty sketchy. There's a lot of things that went on there. But one of the things, the shower curtain got pulled open while I was in the bath one time. Nobody believed me.
Oh, yeah.
This is why the picture exists. It happened again when I was playing with my son in the bath. And of course, literally right when it opened, I left.
You left your son?
Butt naked. I ran clean out. It was a trailer park. Nobody even noticed. It's fine.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares. It's just another naked short dude. But anyways, so I ran away and then realized I probably should go back for my son. And when I went back, it was still being held open.
Oh.
And that's when I took the picture. And as soon as I took this picture, the shower curtain fell back down.
So
That's
look
an incredible
So
picture.
look at the picture again.
Yeah, you got to look, guys, on the Facebook page.
It's
'Cause
clearly
this-
something's
You
clearly
can
holding it back.
definitely see that it's being held back by something pretty powerful. Yeah,
see
I
it.
don't know if Ashley can see it on the. Oh wait, there you go.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
creepy.
no.
Yeah.
No. Where was this at? In Pocatello?
It's here in Pocatello. Strongly debated just
So it's
having another kid. I just so scared.
You were just gonna give him up
Just-
and do it again.
throw that one
Throw
away.
that one away.
Like, I love you, man, but I'm lighting the house on fire, and I hope that you get out. I do.
Yeah, that's So okay, so I have to. Do you know of anything particular that happened in that house?
No.
In the neighborhood, maybe?
No, but Josh
don't.
brought up a really interesting theory one time when we were first talking about paranormal stuff,
Mm.
and that was that he said sometimes it just kind of feels like a train station, which is exactly the way that you've described your stuff too.
Yep, I've described Pocatello as a train station.
That house had a lot of ghost stories in it. There was one in this. I'm really just emphasizing that I'm a giant pussy.
It's okay.
Fair. I'll wear a t-shirt. I don't care.
Right.
But there was one time the baby monitor We were listening to
Ashley.
him, and someone started singing to him in his room, a girl.
Oh.
And I just turned off the baby monitor.
Right, because that's what you do, Ashley.
That's,
I was like, fuck that kid, man.
yeah, my ex was like, Josh, go check on him. I was like, no.
No, look, somebody's singing him a sweet lullaby.
They get
He's
along.
Fine.
He's cared for. I feel like this is an opportunity for us to get a good night's sleep.
It's like a free nanny.
Right.
I mean, I feel that way. I do feel that way. That if you're gonna hang around in my house as a spirit, could you fucking pick up a mop or a broom, do something fucking useful, watch the baby, whatever.
He found the optimistic outlook on that, where he's like, we have a nanny. Let's go to bed.
We have a free nanny. Fuck it. Oh my God, that's crazy. So this shower curtain thing is blowing my mind. So we're recording actually at Josh's house. And can I tell you, I feel a couple of presents in this house.
There's nothing here.
I do. I don't think it's the house. I don't think it's the house.
Don't do this
Hold
shit.
on. I don't think
No,
it's
it's
the
fine.
house.
I'll be scared later and I'll
It's
be
a-
really mad.
That's what I'm
to do
saying.
it.
You're going to get scared.
Pocatello is a ley line. I have said this. It's a train station, just like you said. I think they kind of wander through freaking Pocatello. I mean, we have some crazy people here, first off, that need some serious help to walk the streets. But I'm talking about the people that are unbodied, if you will, right?
Unbodied.
Unbodied. And yeah, this part of Pocatello, for some reason, I bet if you drew a line, what?
She's having the most fun ever.
You can't hear it, but Ashley's dying laughing. We can see it on camera, but we can't hear it.
What, Ashley?
I'm whispering, laughing at the fact that Josh is going to pee his fucking pants when you guys leave because he's going to be like, fucking Annabelle, tell me there's fucking ghosts in my house.
Oh,
No, I
I'm
bet.
not going to pee my pants
No,
when
if-
they leave. I can walk around naked.
Right. It's his house. He
Yeah,
can
why
do
would I
it.
pee in my pants in private?
No, I think that I think if you drew a straight line from here to the bar that we went to that night, where it was just like person after person after person coming through to my spirit guide,
yeah.
I bet it would be directly on the ley
Talking
line.
about the Odyssey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyways.
That's right next door to the basement.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to tell that story?
What?
too?
What basement?
Okay, so I went on a ghost tour, just doing the basements and the tunnels under Old Town.
Yeah. We have a ghost tour here in Pocatello?
Yes,
Why have we not been?
because it's terrifying. Don't do that.
It's what we do. It's
But-
the podcast.
No, most of it wasn't haunted,
Oh, okay.
because I get like a really tense, sick feeling when there's something there.
Yeah.
I felt fine, but we were going down into one of the tunnels, and we couldn't get back in there. You can't walk in there. And I just pulled up my son's infrared camera because he thinks it's fantastic. And I was looking at it, and a hand came out of the dark at me, and I almost shit my pants. I almost dropped it, and then I left my son and my friend.
This is
This
the
is the
third
third
time.
I said from the beginning, I'll wear a t-shirt. I don't care.
Poor kid, man. Oh,
And
God.
if you get to know me, it's funnier to the people around me because I don't actually react too much.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, and then I'm like, yeah, just give it back. Like I'm gonna go outside.
Bye.
Like, no.
Wow.
So I went and waited in the alley in the middle of the night because I felt safer.
Wow,
Safer in the
that's
alley in
great.
downtown
That's,
Pocatello. That
that's
says a lot.
hashtag not safer, maybe. I don't know.
I'm cool with getting stabbed. I don't want to
Right.
see a ghost.
So the thing is that most people feel the same. They feel like if it's a bodied person, they can fight back. But what do you do against something you can't see,
You
right?
run.
And
I'm more afraid of seeing it.
Are you?
If it appears in front of me, I am done. I don't want to see it. It scares me.
But how do you fight back a spirit versus a flesh?
I mean, that's why he's so scared. Because Josh does boxing too, and he
Right.
beats
He's
some
a
of that.
he's a badass. I'll give him that. I've seen him do some moves.
That's silly. No, yeah, I'm with her.
I've seen him eat something really hot and not die.
Oh,
I disagree.
Did you die?
Some of me did.
Did you watch the same video? Because, yeah, I think he was pretty much dying in that video.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I
like-
appreciate that you did it for
I cried and
comedic
peed.
relief.
what?
That made me
You say
sad.
you pee?
I cried and peed.
Oh my god.
We're talking about is Josh did like the haunted, what is it called, the ghost chili challenge, ghost pepper
Ghost pepper chip.
challenge.
Was it that one or
was
the
so
other
funny.
Carolina Reaper?
It was Pepper X.
Oh, Pepper X.
Oh, yeah. So it doesn't even have a marking for like
Not
how
yet.
strong it is yet. Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Give it a marking. Don't.
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 Just don't.
Yeah.
There's no reason to ever eat it.
But you did, and you legit did it.
I did it because it's funny
Yeah.
for
Right.
other people.
Right, but for your butthole, maybe not so much.
My butthole was done by before that.
Oh, no. Oh,
You had fire snakes for a week.
may be a whole nother story.
No, it's not. I'm saying the chip in the wrecked everything.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it's funny. I do appreciate your pain for my humor. I mean, thanks.
Okay, so the story I want to tell, like you to tell, is the one with like down in your parents' basement when your parents were out for the night. Remember?
That one was weird. I don't know what was going on there. That one might have been, if we're talking about the first one, maybe the earliest I can remember.
How old were
Maybe
you?
9.
Okay.
And what had happened is we lived over on Euclid here in town. There was a house next door on the same lot, fully furnished, that nobody lived in. So my parents found out, who owned it, contacted the guy. He said, take whatever you want, but tear the house down.
What?
Yeah, it's a red flag to me.
Right?
My parents, being the trailer park happy couple that they are, went and took all the furniture and everything out of the house and moved it into ours and then tore the house down.
Oh, nice. Because stuff
Ashley's
doesn't.
shaking her head
Yeah,
no.
spirits don't attach to furniture or anything.
That is weird. We can talk about spirits and their weird shit in a little bit, but that's part of my comedy routine. I talk about why do ghosts always haunt the weirdest shit.
It's true.
Like 4 people were murdered here, but we never had a problem until we brought home this hairbrush. Like,
Yes.
like
Yes. Yes.
it's only when the 4th doll wears that dress. What is, like,
Yes.
it's so weird. But anyways, so the house got really weird. It got very physical. Like my little brother woke up with bruises on his neck, like hands.
Oh,
My older brother got his nose broke running down the hall.
wow. You want to interject, Ashley?
I said that's nuts.
Yes.
So so there was some physical.
It was very physical. And I remember the worst night my parents went to like an Eddie Rabbit concert or something.
Eddie
100
Rabbit,
years
hell
ago.
yeah. Love
And-
a rainy night.
That's fine, but I don't know who Eddie Rabbit is, so
It's a song.
I
Go
know.
ahead.
I'm just doing
old.
the dry humor
I'm good.
here.
It's good. I'm old.
But yeah, there was something going on in the basement.
He's calling Annabelle old.
Yes, that was his way of doing it. Go ahead. Proceed,
I was alive too.
youngin.
I just wasn't a full adult at the concert. So,
So
But
you were in
anyways.
the basement?
we went in the basement with ski poles, and my brother had a machete. Anything we could find. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for trailer park kids. Go watch Shameless, and you'll see how I grew up.
No, tell. She just walked around the house with a knife because the freaking kids' radio went off. She has zero room to talk.
Yeah, there was no Grubhub back then or DoorDash though. So when we got downstairs, I remember seeing this clear as day, and I was confused because one of those fish that are on an aquarium was on the window outside. I don't know what that is, or if maybe we were served drugs with our dinner. I don't know. But I don't remember a lot of what happened. But the next morning when our parents came home, because we ended up sleeping in the living room because we were so scared, went downstairs, there was a whole wall torn out. Like shredded.
Oh.
Yeah, the drywall was completely shredded. And I remember there being like a broken bird beak stuck in the wall still, and it was the weirdest shit.
Yeah, but the kids didn't do it, and the parents weren't home.
And
So
nobody
how'd it
was
happen?
home.
That's
Very aggressive.
extreme aggressive.
Ever
Yeah.
since then, it's been not that, but it's always around me. I remember one time when my dad tried to make me sleep in the basement by myself because my older brothers had broken a stink bomb and blamed it on me because I was a little weird fat kid in the family. But he put me in the basement.
No one likes the fat kid.
Wait, is he your hot brother?
Maybe, I don't know, probably. Oh, yeah, Jeremiah. Yeah, the pretty one.
There's always one.
But, yeah, I followed my dad back upstairs immediately every time and took about 14 ass whippings before he finally gave up and let me go back to my room because I was like, you're going to have to beat me to death. I'm not staying down there.
Wow.
At
wow.
like 9 years old. Like,
Is this house still in Pocatello?
Mhm.
Ooh, you know
Well,
what I'm thinking.
Parents still living in it? Or your mom? Or dad? Nobody? No?
You know what I'm thinking.
my parents won't even talk about it.
They won't? Oh.
We should get the address.
And do what?
It's on
People are
Euclid.
living-
I could take you right to it. We drove by it last week.
We have haunted houses from the outside before. Haunted houses. We have researched houses from the outside before. Do y'all, both girls, remember the Denton house?
No, because Ashley wasn't invited. She was kicked out the house at the time.
No, I thought Ashley was there.
No, she was blacklisted.
Oh, that's what you get for lying. Anyway,
I didn't lie. Lauren was right.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, she didn't lie. She just told Dad to shut up. Shut the fuck
That's
up,
what it was.
actually.
Oh, that's what it was. You told Paul to shut the fuck up.
He should have.
Hey, I mean, I can't disagree with you now, but anyway, yeah, dude, I would totally go.
But the thing is that I don't think it's a house issue. I think it was an items issue, which is what Josh is
Oh,
trying to say.
you think
So
it was the items
from the house that
from
was
the house?
demolished.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so wait, so did your family get rid of all the items that they got
I
from
don't
that
remember.
house?
I have no idea. I assume so by now.
Oh. Do you have anything from that house in this house
I don't think so.
other than you?
Yeah, myself.
That's insane.
Yeah, I have a lot of ghost stories. It's always around me, which is a giant waste.
Jeez.
Because you're
Such
so
a-
uninterested. You
I want
just-
nothing to do with that shit.
But your son, on the other hand, has a high.
This one was taken while I was camping, and we didn't see it till about 2 years later when we developed it.
Oh, hell to the nah. Nah. Are you shitting me right now?
Yeah, it's clearly a face.
And that is clearly demonic.
Oh, I don't fuck with demons.
I don't know if I do either, but they like me.
It's a good thing Josh didn't know it was there because he would have dropped Zeke.
I'd have
For
thrown
the
him at it.
fourth time, he would have sacrificed Zeke.
Poor thing. Oh my! You have to send us this picture
I'll
as
send
well.
them both to you.
Let's see how much Ashley.
That is insane. Oh my God, that's crazy, dude.
It's always around me.
So,
Oh wait, sorry, I know most of the stories, so I get
No, go
excited
ahead.
about them. The one that you and Stacy lived in, the apartment, that story.
Which one?
Well, the one where you guys like thought someone was living downstairs.
Huh. Forgot about that apartment. Yeah, that one was bad. I forgot about it. So we lived in an apartment. It was in Old Town, literally like right behind the Pokey wrestling room. And we always thought there was neighbors downstairs. There was always a baby crying. They're always hitting the floor.
oh right, like shut up kind of thing, right?
And then we thought they had a big dog because it sounded like there was a Saint Bernard in the vents.
Like breathing?
No, like barking
Oh
in
shit.
the middle of the
And
night.
that's a loud bark, a Saint Bernard.
It was very close too, which was scary. So we went downstairs just to meet the neighbors after about 3 months. And when we got in the door and opened it up, it was literally a crawl space. There was no apartment.
What?
Yes, it was a dirt crawl space under the apartment.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. They moved out immediately, didn't you?
No, that was the weird thing. We didn't move out until a super scary night.
Did you ask for cheaper rent?
No. Well, the weird thing is the people that let us take over their lease said their baby was sick and they were having problems, so they had to move. We moved in, and we almost broke up it was such a negative vibe.
Which saved you a lot of time, though.
It would have. We should have stayed there.
You may have fast tracked everything.
Yes. But the night we ended up moving, there was a lot of really sketchy, weird stuff that went on there. But she was taking a bath. I was just sitting talking to her, and her son Justice was talking in the other room, just jabbering. He wasn't speaking English yet. He was little.
Okay.
But someone started answering him. So I had to go in and check, and there was
Like
no
you
one there.
heard, you physically heard.
Yeah, we heard it.
Somebody answer him back.
Like a guy talking to. So I went in there, and there was nobody there, obviously. So he laid down, and she was panicking, telling me, like, why did you leave him in there? And I'm like, well, they get along. It's not hostile. It's me just being a chicken shit. I don't want to deal with it. But trying to be funny, I said, if you're hostile or mean us harm or want us gone, give us a sign. About 30 seconds, probably not even 30 seconds, right after I said that, something hit her head from behind the wall.
Oh.
And the only thing on the other side of that wall was our kitchen. Like, nobody was there. And it hit hard, like rattled the doors. And we grabbed our shit and left and never went back. Like, we left our furniture. We went back, I think, a week or two later and grabbed some clothes and left everything else there. And our friends ended up taking over the lease for us. And I think one of them went to prison. His girlfriend miscarried the baby. Like, it was such a bad vibe.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Is this you too?
In
What?
Pokey?
Yes.
Where the fuck did you move, Elena?
My son gets sketched out by the basement here, but I don't get scared by it. I don't go down there either, but I have the same dream at least 5 nights a week since I was a little kid.
Oh, what is it?
It's that basement.
So can I tell you my story?
Wait. No, hold up. Did you just catch what he just said?
Yeah.
Oh, because you're about to talk about the picture. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, this is a good crossover.
Okay. So when I was in second grade, I know specifically it was second grade because we lived out of Louisiana as a child 1 year, and that was my second grade year. We moved to Arkansas because my dad had to move for work. I had this reoccurring dream. And the reoccurring dream was there was this little, and it was little, it was a tiny little white house, kind of in the middle of nowhere, with a picture of a goose in the kitchen. And that was the only thing in the actual house, right, was this picture of a goose. And this is in the 80s when geese were like a thing, like it was like a decorative thing. Every house had it. This is before that. And this house, to me, in the second grade, I would wake up having night terrors. My dad would have to like comfort me and calm me down, say a prayer, all that good stuff, right? In this house was a closet, and that closet was the portal to hell. I wasn't allowed to watch scary movies. I wasn't allowed to hear anything negative, anything like that in my household. Nothing. Like, think of the things that we see now on TV. This is in the 70s, so it was even more very family oriented. But even like The Incredible Hulk, if that was too scary, Dad didn't let me watch it, right? So, I just wasn't exposed to that kind of stuff. All through second grade, I had that dream. In third grade, we moved. We moved back to Louisiana. We moved to this little trailer park. And my dad hated it because the school I went to was just not a great school. And he wanted me to go back to the original elementary school that I had went to and then like all of my family members went to. So he comes home one day and he says, all right, get in the car. I got a surprise for you guys. I'm talking to me and my mom. My brother wasn't even born yet, I don't think. We're going out towards, the country. So we drive and we pull into the driveway and it's this house. Now, I had this dream so much, my parents knew about this dream. My dad knew about the dream. My mom knew about the dream. They knew everything I could remember as a little kid about this dream. It was my night terror for 2 solid years. So through second grade, through third grade. We pull up, and I tap my mom on the shoulder because I'm in the back seat, and I said, this is the house. And I was petrified. Petrified. This is the house. Oh, no, I'm sure it's not. I said, I'm not going in. You can go in, you can come back, and you can tell me if this is the house. And she comes out of that house, ghost white with a green tint. And she said, I don't know how to tell you this, but this house has a picture of a goose in the kitchen, and it's the only thing in the house. Now, my dad had bought that house. It was one of the few houses that we bought during my childhood. We rented a lot, kind of moved around because of his job. It was the worst year of my entire life. There was a lot of fighting between my parents. Me as a little kid praying that they would just get a divorce because it would just make my life easier. There were some physical attacks. I would come home from school and I would lay on the floor, and back then you had the big TV and you had to like literally walk up to it, pull the little knob to turn it on, change the channel that way, go outside, move the antenna, that kind of thing, right?
Say it again.
What?
Antenna.
Antenna.
It
was an antenna. That's right, because I'm from the South. Anyway, so I would come home and start doing my schoolwork, and the TV would come on, but it'd be staticky. It wouldn't be like on a specific channel. We only had like 3 channels, but it was static. And I would say out loud, turn the TV off. I'm trying to do my homework. And the TV would go off. Or it would change channels. One time, it kept messing with me, and I had it. I don't know how old you are in third grade, fourth grade.
9.
9, right?
10,
Yeah, because my brother was an infant. So, but I said, I'm tired of this shit. If you're trying to just screw with me, just show yourself, because you're being a pussy. Like, I'm young, right? And I don't even listen to those where my dad cusses, but, it's like that was out of my character. And I hear something in the kitchen, and I go into the kitchen, and we had a gas stove, but you had to strike a match. You had to, it didn't have the auto ignite. You had to turn the gas on, strike a match, then it would light on fire. All 4 burners were on full blast in the kitchen.
Fuck, this trying to burn you out.
And so again, eventually we moved, of course. My bedroom, unfortunately, happened to be right next to that closet. And I think the closet was just a representation of the evil that lived in that structure. And it really was kind of like you're saying about that apartment. The negativity, it affected my dad, it affected my mom, it affected me as a kid. It never physically touched me or hurt me that I can remember, but the psychological warfare that it puts on people, and I'm sure my dad probably won't listen to our podcast, and that's fine, but I think my dad's a sensitive, and so he tends to be attacked easily, and he actually does believe in the paranormal. He told me as an adult he remembers getting touched on his foot when he was a little kid. He thought it was a sister and turned out, nope. Yeah. So he does believe in the paranormal. I think it runs heavy in my family, especially on my dad's side. It does run very heavy on my mom's side too, but especially on my dad's side. And so I think he's extra sensitive. And so I think he was that much more aggressive in that house because he didn't know he was being spiritually attacked. I knew it, and I was a little kid, but I dreamed that for 2 solid years. Fast forward, I have other night terrors that we'll talk about in some of our other upcoming episodes, but I have reoccurring dreams. So my belief is that when you have a reoccurring dream like that, it is your soul trying to tell you that this is coming, or this you need to watch out for, be prepared for, that sort of thing.
Yeah, but nothing's really happened with him at this house. He doesn't feel anything. But I mean, it was kind of a new beginning,
It was. This is the first place I went when, like, my life got upended. Like, my wife left. I lost the car. I lost everything. This is my first place I got.
Yeah.
So maybe his is more in a positive way and yours is in a negative.
Could be.
Go look down there.
Yeah, I was going to tell you should go take a picture of the flash and see if you can see anything. But
I don't
didn't
think
want
there's
to
anything
freak out.
down there. I think it only scares me because of the dream.
Right.
Because I went down there once, and it's literally when you get to the bottom of the stairs, that's all it is. There's no room around it. It's right there.
Huh.
It
Oh.
looks big, but it's not.
So after the podcast, you and I'll go and we'll take some pictures.
Okay.
Ashley, too bad you're not here.
I'll gladly sit that one out. Y'all have fun.
Okay, well.
I've been told I'm a sensitive, too.
I think you are, yeah.
I'm just like, that's so wasted.
It's a wasted
No,
gift.
I think you are sensitive. I think you choose to turn it off. I also think you see and sense more than you tell people that you do. Mm-hmm.
No, he'll tell people, because he tells people at work and they make fun of him, and he's like, I don't give a fuck, there's something up there.
Yeah, there's a girl upstairs smiling at me like the first week I worked there. I was like, okay.
Ugh.
And now they make fun of me. And I've seen people run between the drums. People, they're just shadows.
You don't work at that Transformer place, do you?
No, he works at where's it? Well,
He and I.
yeah.
Where?
It's just an oil warehouse.
Oh,
Yeah. But I was like, do you think you can get us in? He was like, probably not. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, my boss will freak out.
well, thanks for sharing your stories. I think we have a whole lot. If you were to be open to doing some
He's not.
some
He
things.
does want you to do his tarot cards, though. But he
Okay.
doesn't want to do them in his house.
Okay.
He's
I don't like anything that I think could open a doorway.
Okay. Yeah.
Where I live.
Yeah.
But I am
gotcha.
moving out of here.
Oh, you are?
Should do like
in
the last
December.
day.
No, because what if it attaches to me?
Okay.
I don't know how that works. I don't understand it, so I don't mess with it.
Well, so tarot cards. I mean, you should always protect yourself. And for our toasties that are listening, you should always protect yourself. Anytime you feel like you could be doing, this is how this is how new houses, Ashley, get haunted. Because kids don't realize games like Bloody Mary, Light as a Feather, seances, that is opening a portal. You are allowing spirit whether it's good spirit or bad spirit. I personally do believe there are more good spirits than bad spirits. Although I do believe there are, I don't want to say that they're bad. Let me rewind. There are more good spirits than bad spirits. I think most people, when they cross over, they might have been a shitty human being, but they weren't evil. They were just a shitty human being. I think that when they pass over their spirit, they realize that they were a shitty human being and they don't want to be that shitty human being. However, some people are inherently evil. And when they cross over, their soul is still inherently evil, right? And then I also do believe there are demons. I don't think there's as many demons as people think there are. Everybody is always scared that there's going to be a demon that attaches. But I do think that there are demons. Oh, I see boobies. That, anyway, there's a joke about ghosts and boobies. So I do think that there are demons I don't
Wait.
think that there's as many as people think there are. Say again?
Remember earlier when she was like, I'm not cheesy?
Yeah, my point was proven.
Yeah, continuously proving yourself wrong.
I love dad jokes.
They're cheesy.
Yes, they're still funny.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I'll do your cards. We can do them at my house or something if you want.
I just think that the whole thing we don't understand, and I think people try to convince themselves, or they have the rules. If you do this, then they can't do it. They don't answer to you.
Well, so they're protection spells, right? And as with anything, protection spells also has a lot to do with your belief and your faith in whatever your higher being may be. So you do have to acknowledge that you accept the protection. In my trials and tribulations of doing what I do, there are some protection spells that, whether you believe it or not, they work. So,
I just know that the stuff my mom told me, because they're very religious church stuff, 99% of the time when that comes in, it enrages it. It gets stronger.
yeah.
So I'm like, you don't get to tell it what to do. It doesn't have to listen to you.
Well,
it doesn't.
and that's true. It doesn't have to listen to you particularly. It does enrage it because it is the one thing they can't fight against. That's why they get so mad. They can fight against it, but they know they can't deny it. So here's my belief. Light can always enter the dark, but dark cannot enter the light. Does that make sense? Scientifically, that makes sense, right? So if you surround yourself with light, the darkness cannot enter.
That's why I laugh all the time.
Just always lighthearted.
Right?
Depression doesn't get in.
Right.
Anyways, yeah, so thanks for telling us your stories.
Yeah,
and
that was
hanging out with
awesome,
us.
Josh. Thanks for your time.
No problem.
Ashley?
Thanks, Josh, for letting us come to your house and tell us your stories.
She sits
You
there.
all must have to say thanks.
No, we're waiting. We were just waiting for you to say something because we were like giving you that pause. And you're just like, I'm like, well, now I feel like you got shit to say. All right, I'm gonna stop
If we
it.
don't want to hear from her, we just hum.
Yeah.
Just as long as there's noise, she's quiet.
Yo, it's editing Elena again. I almost took this clip out, but I just thought it was too good to throw away. Lasted this long? Enjoy it.
I may have forgotten to pull up the emails with.
Okay, we can do those later. We can read those later. We just need Josh to do his side. This is why we're so fucking unprepared.
Boop.
Tell me a funny story.
Tell you a funny story.
Tell me a
I don't
funny
have
story.
one.
You have lots of funny stories.
I do. I'll tell you a funny story. I have a new plan to make having sex a choose-your-own adventure. Depending on if the woman does it right, I'm going to soak my shit in mouthwash, because if you don't start out properly with it in your mouth, then it's just going to burn.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
So,
Boop.
You know, they do say that comedians are actually really dark and depressed people.
that's fair.
They have the worst
Let's-
childhoods I've
Yeah,
heard. Like
trauma.
they're traumatized as
Is there
fuck.
something we need to talk about, Josh?
Let's roll.
Where do you want to begin? When his brother stabbed him with a knife, or
Oh, but my brother stabbed me with a knife. Didn't Cody stab with
he
you
put him
a
in a
knife?
box and he was like, "Don't move! I'm gonna stab it." He just kept stabbing the box.
Oh,
Like,
was it a bad magic trick that happened? Like, what the
Then he
fuck?
got mad and he's like, "Why didn't you move?" And he's like, "What the fuck, man?"
Oh my god.
How about my parents moving without me?
Oh
Talk
yeah,
about that.
you
My
could talk
parents-
about that.
Yeah.
They like literally moved without you?
Oh yeah. Moved, gone.
And not
House
for like
was
a
even
day.
cleaned.
It's like 3 weeks.
What? How old were you?
14.
Oh, you're fine. I mean, I pushed Elena out of the car on the freeway at 14
In Dallas, Fort
in
Worth.
Fort Worth.
Yeah.
She rolled her eyes at me.
I did not.
You huffed.
How could you even tell? by
You
the-
huffed and rolled your motherfucking eyes.
Okay, to be fair, you probably did roll your eyes and didn't even realize that you did it because you constantly roll your eyes.
I literally rolled my eyes
Okay.
as she was telling me that I was rolling my eyes.
But also, to be fair, it's not a justified reason to leave your child on I-35 in Dallas, Fort Worth.
Thank you.
I didn't technically leave her. She got out of the car. I got back in the car. Then I was so
No.
mad because she wouldn't get back in the car.
Yes, so that's what happened. What actually happened was that she was on one of her fucking crazy rampages when we knew we were going to get home. All our shit was going to be thrown out in the front yard, and we didn't even do anything. It was one of those. So she had Grease playing on the radio, and so I just was like, I'm just going to sing Grease. And so I was just singing Grease, and she just assumed, which is, it's a fair assumption, that I was like mumbling under my breath and huffing. And so she just pulled over the car and fucking I-35 and was like, get the fuck out the car. And so I did. And I started walking. I don't know where the fuck I was going to go. I just knew I wasn't going home. And she started screaming at me, get back in the car. I'm like, nope, you told me to get out. I'm gone. Bye. And she's so enraged at this point. And I just keep telling Lauren, trying to go back. And I'm like, no, don't. I was like, fuck her. Like, don't go back in the car. And then finally I was like, well, what am I going to eat? And I really like to eat. And
I really like to
snack cakes are still in my room. So, so I got back in the car and sure as shit, she packed her shit up and threw it in the front yard. Knew exactly what was going to happen.
Don't roll your eyes at me.
Don't be a crazy fucking bitch.
That's not gonna happen.
Alright guys, it's Elena, and that just about wraps up our last episode. Make sure that you check out our Facebook group where we post videos, outtakes, and paranormal photos.
And that, my friends, was a solid 3-star shit show.
Cheers to that.